may be wondering, what is this box of stuff? I got extremely good deals on some cello packs of 2020 Bowman Draft Baseball. There's one auto per pack in here. Okay, and I have how many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of those. And then of these other ones was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these ones with 32 cards. Every once in a while I can tell in an auction when it looks like something may be on the verge of falling through the cracks. And this one was that. You know, baseball cards are not that popular in China. They're growing in popularity, but they're not that popular. And the way the picture was taken with these packs just looked like the kind of thing that could easily be overlooked if somebody wasn't taking a good close look. And when I saw there was only a handful of hours, I can't remember how many hours were left, and the bidding was like, there was like one bidder. So it was like at 15 cents for like 7 of these packs. And I knew it was gonna go up from there, but I played it very careful on this one. I didn't put in my bid until the last bit, and then I put in a bid for about $50 for 7 of these packs, and I ended up winning 7 packs and another 7 and another 9. There was 4 different things. I won 3 of the 4 auctions for these, and I paid a total of $150 for this pile here. Let's go through this. All right, so let's start with opening one of each kind of pack here just to see what we expect. Again, I have a total of 9 of these and a total of 14 of these. I don't know if there's any chance I'll get through all this in one video. I'll just get into it though, because I love this thing. Let's get into this. There's gonna be so many cards. I really have to figure out how I want to organize this. Maybe I put, let's see, cards that are firsts, but pitchers will be separate. Cards that are not first, I'll put separate. First pitcher, first batter, I'll put it separate. Okay, these are just the papers. Okay, so this is kind of what to expect. These are not firsts. Okay, something's coming up. Alico Williams. And we get into some of the chromes. Very cool. I'll make a first chrome separate pile. Probably separate the pitchers. And separate the not firsts. Want to be very organized right from the get-go on these because there's going to be a pile and a half. Okay. Franchise futures. I'll make another pile of inserts. Robert Hassel, but these are just the Jordan Walker. It's a good name, but just the paper. Goodness, okay, so that's kind of what to expect. So it's a couple chrome, maybe 4, 5, 6 chrome cards of each 32, something like that. And then a bunch of paper, a bunch of firsts and non-firsts, and it looks like 1 insert. So let's check out this one. This one guarantees 1 Chrome Prospect auto card, or a redemption. So let's see what we got. Look at that stack. Goodness, I can't believe I'm gonna have this many cards for that price. It's crazy. All right, let's get going on this one. Barely fit it in the hand. Let's see. Maybe let me just go through these faster for the video. Organize them off camera. Jason Dominguez, but that's the, oh yeah. Okay, $4.99, my first numbered card. And Kraus. Some chrome. Okay. Queensland, Swaggerty. Okay, not getting any of the names I've been looking for so far. That's quite a few chrome cards, actually. This one has a lot more chrome cards than that other pack. That's nice. Oh, Anthony Volpe. Oh, but that's not a first. CJ Abrams. A lot more chrome cards. That's great. Okay, not a whole lot to speak of there, but it's all right. And then some of the paper. Marco Luciano, he plays for my hometown single A team, the Eugene Emeralds. So I actually have a little PC going to him. Just low end stuff. I just like grabbing his stuff. Maybe someday when I go back to my hometown, if he's still around there, he'll autograph some of it or something for me. Maybe. Robert Hassel first. Okay, so there is basically what to expect from the two different styles. No, wait a second, I just realized. That was supposed to have a Chrome Prospect Auto. There's supposed to be an auto in there, and there wasn't. Didn't miss it, did I? That's very strange. All right, let's go through these. This one doesn't guarantee an auto. The other one does though, so I'm really curious why I didn't have an auto in there. I'm not sure what to think about that. Okay. Now this one says guarantees one Chrome Prospect Auto card. Hasn't been like resealed or something, has it? I just want to make sure. And it all looks pretty well done. I don't think there's any way this was resealed. I'm just making sure because the price was so good. And that first one of these didn't have an auto, which is odd to say the least. Okay, let's see what we got here. Numbered card out of 50. Nice. Lewis Gill. Not a first or anything though. Okay, on to the chrome stuff. Going a little slower this time just to make sure I don't, like C for example, that's actually stuck there. Okay, make sure I don't miss anything, because if there's no auto in here, then I really need to take a closer look at that asterisk and make sure I'm not missing something. Robert Hassel, chrome first. I would have expected the auto to be in there. So no auto in there. Okay, I need to read this closer. Maybe it just means guaranteed in a box, not in one of these massive packs. Alright, sorry about that. I think my video stopped at some point into that pack, but again, there was no auto in that one either. Just a little weirded out by it. I thought there would be one, and those are like called super jumbo packs. I thought, but it's a little hard to tell because there are Asia editions of things. It doesn't say anything like that. These ones are the these ones are called jumbo packs, I believe. So these ones I wouldn't expect auto per pack. So nothing too surprising about these ones, but those other ones are called like the super packs or something like that, I thought, and I am not getting what I thought would be in them, so I'm very curious what's going on with that. So let's open a few more of these. I'm very glad I'm getting it on video. Some chrome, Dyer, Baz. Cool one. Let's do 2 of these in a row this time because I am very curious about these. I thought these were the 120 cards per pack thing, super jumbos. They're supposed to have an auto in every pack. And I'm on the 3rd pack now without any autos. Okay, the paper. Into the chrome stuff. 19, numbered card, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. To 60. Okay, let me go and see. All right, for the life of me, I can't figure out what this is. My only guess is that it's some kind of Asia edition. On the internet, when I was looking at things, everything that was an Asia edition said so specifically. And some of the wordage for Asia editions was a bit different than this. But on the Asia edition, it does guarantee 1 Chrome Prospect autograph card per box, not per 60 card pack. So I don't know if that's what it is or what. Look at that package. Looks weird. That looks weird right there. I'm just really worried that this is a resealed thing. Okay. There's a numbered card. Well, that's a first. That's cool. I'm so weirded out though by the lack of any autos. It's very weird. Part of the reason I bid on these was because I thought there was an auto per pack. So it's like, okay. Another numbered card. Let's see what we got here. In the Chrome. That's our first. All right, so I think I have figured out why this is so weird to me. So, you know, there's 60 cards in this pack, and no, there's no such thing as a pack that comes with 60 cards. What it is this is half of the pack. There's actually, the way that it's usually designed is there's 2 different halves to the pack. Like this connects to another part that, you know, that kind of looks like 2 packs, but they're attached. And it's a 120 card super jumbo. Now usually in one half of the packs, it comes with some kind of numbered card, and in the other half, it comes with the auto. What I think happened is the seller got the half that has the auto every time, ripped off the other part, and sold that. So there is a chance there's no autos at all. So that's kind of, I mean, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the listing and see if he mentioned that, because it's in Chinese. I have trouble seeing the details when it's in Chinese. But if that's actually what happened, and it doesn't say that anywhere, then I feel really uncomfortable about this for sure. I might have to do something about it, because it's, you know, he's taken half the pack, and I didn't realize that. If he made it, I'm gonna go through and do a translation of the whole thing, make sure I didn't miss something that he said. But if that's really the case, I kind of feel cheated. I'm gonna go check that out after I open this one. Now, I mean, these ones are just this, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and continue opening these ones. I'm also kind of assuming, because I bought 9 packs, I'm assuming he took out the 3 packs from the box that had an auto and put the other 9 in. I'm assuming that's what happened with these ones. So I don't expect an auto here either, but I wasn't necessarily expecting an auto in these ones, because I kind of bid on it expecting he probably did that with these. You know, I kind of think about that when I buy individual packs. I kind of think they're the big hit has already been gotten, but so I bid much lower on these ones, thinking I probably wouldn't get an auto. But I bid on the other ones expecting I'd get an auto because they were super jumbo packs. They're mentioned to be super jumbo packs, and they are supposed to have an auto per pack. So that's really false advertising. So I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and open these ones. I'm not gonna worry about doing anything with these ones, 32 card packs. I'm gonna, I'll be fine with whatever I get in these, but those other ones that are left, I'm gonna go in and see what I can do to figure out the situation. It's leaving a bad taste in my mouth right now, to be honest. I've been so excited to get these. And I feel like the seller cheating me, which is too bad. I buy from this particular seller very frequently, maybe more than anybody else. If you have any thoughts about this, share in the comments below, because I don't know. This is the first time I've opened Bowman Draft. I don't know if I'm missing something. I don't know if I just misunderstood something. But from what I can tell, it seems obvious that half of the pack was taken away, and then the half that didn't have the auto was given. All right, so this is future me. It's been about a week since I recorded the first part of this video. I've been communicating with the seller because, I was so worried, like, why was it I was getting no autographs when it says this? So I basically discovered that, so of course I mentioned before that these are the super jumbo packs, which actually are two of these packs attached. One of them has the auto card, one of them doesn't, and that none of these have the auto cards in them. So I've been talking to the seller, and there is a phrase that he used in Chinese on his on the description that kind of, to people who really know what that phrase means, it would have been clear there wasn't going to be an auto. It's a strange phrase that doesn't, it basically would be translated as something like base pack, which, people would clearly know if their Chinese was better than mine, that actually meant that it's the half that doesn't have the auto. There's really nothing I can do at this point. I think I just overpaid. I mean, again, I said that I got all of these packs in combination for only $150 for how many packs was there? It was 14 of half of the super jumbos, and 9 of these other ones, which, these ones are what I expected. But I'm not going to be getting any autos in any of those, so nothing really I can do about it. I think I just paid more than I wanted to. That's okay. So just let's go over the numbered cards I've got so far, and then I'm going to open up these. So far we've got a Ronnie Mauricio out of 499, Trevor Hoover out of 250, and this is a Bowman first. Spencer Strider out of 250, Bowman first. JJ Goss out of 499. Clayton Beater out of 499, and that's a first. Michael Toglia out of 99. Lewis Gill out of 50. Hans Kraus out of 499. All right, so let's continue through these. So we won't be getting any autos in here. I don't know, there might still be something in here. This one, doesn't guarantee. I have a feeling that, just based on knowing this particular seller now, I bet you anything that he took out the packs that he found the packs in a bunch of boxes that had the autograph cards, and then probably once he had found all 3 autos that were in this box, probably put all the rest up for sale. I'm guessing that's what's the case. So that's a good thing to keep in mind if you're ever buying non-sealed wax, like just individual packs on the internet. There's a very good chance something like that has happened. Even an unscrupulous or untrustworthy LCS owner could really do the same thing too. He could open up a few boxes, open up packs until he finds the auto cards, and then put the other packs that don't have autos into them. It's totally possible for people to do that. So it's good to be aware of that. All right, let's go through some of these. Jaron Duran out of 499. Not a first or anything. Now we've got the chromes. Oh, that's a refractor. Are these these are all refractors or just the chrome? That's beautiful. Nick Gonzalez, refractor, that's good. Glimpses of Greatness, Mason Wynn. Okay, so then these ones are the chrome. So that's how they're organized. Brett Batty, he's been doing really good. Okay. Got a handful here. Howson, Tyler Brown. A lot of pitchers in a row here. Wow, a lot of pitchers in a row. Solari. Dyer. So I like this style of card. I don't think it's worth much. Just really cool looking. So let's go through and just show you. So these ones are the paper. These ones are really the least valuable of all. There's one card in here that if you wait for it, it's quite valuable. I was surprised to find one that I didn't expect. I didn't know much about it, but it's quite valuable. The most valuable card in that set, in that deck, and has actually paid for about half of the price of the packs I bought in the first place, which was very surprising. Okay, but let's look through these. We got a handful of Robert Hassells. We got four Robert Hassells. There's 5 Jordan Walkers. There's 2 Francisco Alvarez's. There is 2 Bobby Witts. 4 O'Neal Cruz. 3 Julio Rodriguez. And 3 Spencer Torkelson firsts. So those ones should all at least be able to sell for $1. I think maybe the most valuable one, Jordan Walker or something, maybe $2. Spencer Torkelson, maybe $2. Okay, so there's those ones. Let me show you the next ones. So with those with that little paper stack, it was 23 cards. And I think most of those are probably going to be in the $1 to $2 range. So I'm just going to estimate I'll make about $1 per card, maybe even a little less. So maybe $20 for those 23 cards in profit. That's about it. But then this is a little better. This is 50 cards. These are the chromes. Now there's a lot of, I'm not going to go through all of them. I don't think it's necessary, but I'll just say some of the names. You have none of these are refractors or anything, but these 50 of these cards that are all chromes. Most of them are first. Some of them are just big name players like Julio Rodriguez or something like that. But we've got some firsts of people like 2 of them by Spencer Torkelson, Zach Veen, Robert Hassel, 4 Max Myers, a few other names in there that have some value. So I think the average, if I was to average it out, I'll probably be able to sell these for like $2 to $3 a piece, mostly. Maybe $2 is closer. So if I was to estimate that it's $1.50 profit per card, then that right there is about $75. So that's actually not bad, considering, again, I was worried, that I wasn't getting any autos at all because of the nature of those packs. But actually, I spent $150, and just with the paper and the chrome, I'm already at probably $75 to $85 to $95 in profit already. And we haven't even looked into what I'm going to look into next, which is the refractors and the numbered cards, and then the one card that I think is the most valuable of all. So that's actually, I think I'm actually going to come out a little ahead of how much I spent, which is pretty cool. All right, now we're up to 22. These are all refractors. There's one sky blue refractor here on top. Now all of these refractors some of them are like this one, for example. I think I might only be able to get like maybe $1.25, something like that. And there's a number of other cards in here that are like that, and they range up to maybe the most, there's a couple in there that I think will do okay. There's 2 Tink Hents that I should be able to get at least, I don't know, maybe closer to $3. There's an Austin Hendricks that I should be able to get maybe $3.50. Reed Detmers that I think I can get maybe $3. A Heston I never say his last name right. Heston Kjerstad, I might be able to get as much as $10 for in there. Nick Gonzalez, I think I can probably get $6 or $7 for. Max Meyer, maybe $5 or $6 for. So there's a decent stack in here. With this, if I was to estimate with these 22 cards, I would think there's probably at least a $50 profit, maybe even more. So now I'm pretty sure, with everything I've shown you so far, I'm pretty sure I've broken even, actually. And I haven't even gotten into my most expensive, well, no, maybe not broken even. I was saying maybe 85 before, maybe this is another 50. So let's say 135, and I paid 150, so I'm close to breaking even. So not bad at all. And I still have a few highlights to show you, including the one that I'm actually thinking I might even get graded. All right, let's look at the highlights now. All right, now we've got our last little bit. This is the hits of the packs. So as I go through these, there was a few kind of hit-ish cards earlier, like that Heston Kjerstad, which I was talking about before the refractor was almost going to be in this hit pile. But these ones are all a little bit higher than what we've seen so far. So again, we're only about maybe $10 to $15 away from breaking even. And here comes the Mason Wynn Refractor. So this one here is on ComC, the lowest price is $12.50. On eBay, it's going for somewhere between $15 and $20. He is the 54th overall pick, but he's doing really well. So that one right there by itself just I might say breaks us even so far overall. Next up, we got the Refractor of Tyler Soderstrom. I thought this one would be a little bit more valuable than it is, but it's still maybe in the $10 range. Very nice. Now, some of these are numbered, so I'm putting in the hot hit pile. It doesn't necessarily mean they're super valuable. I have 2 of these Hans Kraus cards. They're not firsts. I'll probably sell them for $1, but they're numbered, which is why they're in this last section. Riley Green, big name. Not a first, though. It is out of 99, however, so it still comes out to being perhaps an $8 card, maybe $5, somewhere in that $5 to $10 range, so not bad. Jaron Duran. A lot of these numbered cards aren't firsts, which is unfortunate. This one is maybe a $6 card thereabouts. It's actually the lowest price on ComC is $12, but I think that's still overpriced. Ronnie Mauricio out of $4.99, again not a first. This one's maybe a $2 card. Trevor Hauver, so this is a good name, out of $2.50, and this is a first, so this is a pretty good one. This is probably in the, on eBay it's going for about $10, usually on ComC the lowest price is $15, so that's the range I'd put it in, so solid one. Spencer Strider, now this one, I actually didn't know who Spencer Strider was. He is the 126th overall pick. I haven't really paid any attention to him, but when I came across this card, I was surprised. I mean, it is a first, and it is out of $2.50, but this one's going between $15 and $20 on eBay, and it's not on ComC right now. So that one was a surprising hit, well centered and everything. Quite a nice one. Okay, here's a first, Clayton Beater, $4.99. This one's just maybe $2.5, something like that. Michael Toglio, so this is out of 99, but again, not a first, not a big name. This one's, even though the lowest price is about $5 right now on ComC, I think this is more likely like a $2 card perhaps. Lewis Gill, this is out of 50, but again, not a first. So this one's maybe only a $2 or $3 card. Unfortunate, my lowest one, and it's way off center too, up to down. Jesse Franklin, the 5th. So this is a first, and this is out of $2.50. He's a decent player, but this is just maybe a $2 card. Daniel Espino, not a first, out of $2.99, maybe a $1 card, not much. But now we have 2 at the end that I'm most excited to share with you here. We have the Emerson Hancock. Now this one is chrome. This is not a paper card. Out of all those numbered cards, this is the only numbered chrome card that I did pull. So this is the blue Refractor out of $150. So this is approximately a $15 card. So not bad at all. It's cool looking. Now the last card is the one that easily could fall through the cracks. When I first saw this, I was thinking, okay, Robert Hassel, good name. But it doesn't have a first. This must be a second year or something like that. I couldn't recall. This is his first year because Bowman Draft does have some variations of certain players. Just some of the highlight, like the bigger name players from the class, have a variation of their first card. So this is a chrome card. And it's an SSP. Very, very rare. In fact, they say in the hobby jumbo packs, there are 1 per 203 packs, and in the super jumbo packs, there are 1 per 54 packs. So I opened 14 super jumbo packs, or half of super jumbo packs, so really the equivalent of 7. So good chance to get that. And Robert Hassel is a good name to get for a variation. So this one goes anywhere from raw like this, it goes between $35 and $70 on eBay. It goes for more than the first because it's the variation, which is quite rare. There's a couple ways you can tell. You can look up online and see what players are going to have variations, so to keep an eye out for them. So that's possible. But if you are wondering, there's kind of 2 ways. Ooh, shushing. There's kind of 2 ways. One is this little code number down in the corner is different than other corners, supposedly. It ends with a different set of numbers. I think it's the 2221 or something like that. That's what it says on the internet. At least I can't see the very. So if it ends in a 195, it's a base. If it ends in a 221, it's a variation. So that's one thing. The other thing I could tell is, I quickly went through all my other cards to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Because if it's actually so his drafted date is 2020, and if anybody is drafted in 2020 and it doesn't say first on it, then probably is because it's a variation. So this one almost slipped through the cracks. I was just looking through some of the cards that weren't firsts to see if I had anything that was, you know, a couple bucks or something like that. And then I looked this one up, I was like, oh, wow, an SSP variation. That could have easily slipped through the cracks. So I'm gonna take a closer look at this one, but out of any of them, this is the most valuable. And again, if you know, the most recent sale was about 70 bucks raw, so that's about half of the price I paid for all of this, which is pretty nice. So I am considering the possibility of getting this one graded. You know, he has a high upside kind of player, and I am going to be making a video about a small stack of cards I'm going to be getting graded, and I've never done grading yet, actually. So this will be my first time doing that. But I'm thinking about it. I'll look closer at this card. What would you do? Would you send this card in for grading? If it was, you know, if you analyzed it and everything seemed like it was, I mean, it seems centered. I haven't looked close enough to the surface. The corners seem nice. The edges seem nice. I have to analyze the surface a little bit more. But I might send this one for grading. Would you? What would you do? Anyway, that was the hit. So actually, you know, as much as at the beginning of this video, I was kind of a little bit like underwhelmed because I wasn't going to get any of those auto cards. And I was like, oh man, that's frustrating. But really, once I put in the calculation of everything, I made profit on this pack of cards that I thought I might have been getting a bad deal on. So I think, I don't know exactly if I were to add it all up together. I haven't, but I would say I'll probably be able to sell everything for, I don't know, $200, $250, that whole stack I've been showing you here. Plus I still have a bunch of other stuff that I'm probably gonna just, you know, try to either put together a full set or sell in lots of team lots or just big old chunks of lots together, or lots of cards together, I don't know which. Yeah, so I ended up making a little bit of a profit from all of this. So pretty nice, considering that, you know, you could tell from the beginning of my video, I kind of had a little bit of a negative attitude about it. And I try not to, you know, because when I open packs, I don't expect to make my money back. The only reason I had that negative attitude is because of I was so excited about the possibility of getting so many auto cards, like one auto per pack, and then not to get a single auto card because of the whole way that the seller was just selling the other half of these super jumbo packs that didn't have the auto in it, and I didn't realize that kind of letdown was the reason. But I think now that I see what's in these packs and everything, I think the price I paid was still perfectly fair, and it makes me think that everybody else who was bidding on those packs completely knew that there was going to be no autos. Otherwise these cards would have gone for a whole lot more. So I just have to chalk it up to my lack of Chinese knowledge that particular phrase meant that there was going to be no autos. So he was very clear about it. So it was frustrating at first, but I now am no longer frustrated because I think it was just my bad kind of thing. And, you know, I have to deal with having relatively poor Chinese, especially my reading. I can get by with my speaking and listening, but my reading is pretty much nothing. So anyway, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.